Hello kids, today we are writing the letter A. A for apple. First, draw a slant line from top to bottom. Good. Now draw another slant line. Good. Now add a small sleeping line in the middle. This is the letter A. Great job. Now we are writing the letter B. B for ball. Start with a standing line. This is standing line. Now draw a big curve on the top. And a small curve at the bottom. This is the letter B. B for ball. B for ball. B for ball. B for ball. Let's write the letter C. C for cat. How to write? Make a big curve like a half circle. C. Start from the bottom. Go down slowly. This is letter C. C for cat. C for cat. C for cat. Now let's write D. D for dog. D for dog. First draw the standing line. Next make the big curve like half circle. This is the letter D. D for dog. D for dog. Now we write the letter E. E for elephant. To write the letter E, first draw a standing line. Now add 3 sleeping lines. This is the letter E. One at the top, one in the middle, one at the bottom. One standing line, one at the top, sleeping line, another sleeping line in the middle, another sleeping line in the bottom. This is the letter E. This is E. Excellent. Now we write the letter F. F for fish. Draw a standing line. Now a sleeping line on the top and a small sleeping line in the middle. Okay, first draw a standing line and a sleeping line on the top. Next, small sleeping line in the middle. This is the letter F. F for fish. F for fruits. Fan. Okay, good job. Next letter G. G for giraffe. G for goat. First, make a big of circle like C. Next, add a small sleeping line. Next, a tiny standing line downwards. This is G. G for giraffe. G for giraffe. G for giraffe. Okay, good. Now we write the letter H. H for hen. First, draw two standing lines. One standing line and another standing line. Okay, two standing line. Now connect them with one sleeping line in the middle. This is the letter H. Okay, first draw two standing line. Next, connect them with one sleeping line in the middle. This is the letter H. H for hen. H for hen. Very nice. Next letter I. Let's write I. I for what? Ice cream. First, make one standing line. Make one standing line. Next, add a small sleeping line on top. Add a small sleeping line on top and another sleeping line at the bottom. Another sleeping line at the bottom. This is the letter I. This is the letter I. I for ice cream. Next letter J. Let's write J. J for jug. First, start with a sleeping line on the top. Start with a sleeping line on the top. Next, then draw a curve towards like a hook and draw a curve towards like a hook. This is the letter J. This is the letter J. J for jug. Very nice. Now the next letter K. Let's write K. First, draw one standing line. First, draw one standing line. Now, make a slant line from the middle, and then make a slant line from the middle to the top, and another slant line from the middle to the bottom. Okay, understood? First, draw one standing line, then make a slant line from middle to the top, another slant line from the middle to the bottom. This is K. K for kite. K for kite. This is amazing. Next letter L. Let's write L. First, make a standing line. Now, a sleeping line at the bottom. This is the letter L, standing line and a sleeping line at the bottom. L for lion. L for lion. L for lion. This is good. Next letter M. M for monkey. Let's write M. Draw one standing line. Then one slant line down. One slant line down. Another slant line up. Okay? Another slant line up. And one standing line again. Okay? Wow! This is the letter M. One standing line, one slant line, another slant line, and again standing line. This is the letter M. Next letter N. Let's write N. N. First, draw a standing line. Then one slant line down and one standing line again. This is the letter N. One standing line, one slant line, one standing line. Okay? This is the letter N. N for nest. N for nest. N for nest. Next letter O. O for orange. First, make a big circle. Slowly, round, round, round. First, make a big circle. Slowly, round, round, round. Round, round, round. This is the letter O. Very good. Next letter P. P for parrot. First, draw a standing line. Okay. First, draw a standing line. Next, make a big curve on the top. That means right curve. Right or curve. This is the letter P. One standing line and make a big curve on the top. One standing line and make a big curve on the top. This is the letter P. Next letter Q. Let's rewrite Q. First, draw a big circle like O. Slowly, round, 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 round. Slowly, round, round, round. Then add a small slant line at the bottom. This is the letter Q. This is the letter Q. This is the letter Q. Okay, this is the letter Q. Q for queen. Next letter R. Let's write R. First, draw a standing line. Then make a big curve on the top. Then a slant line down. Okay. First, draw a standing line, big curve on the top, and slant line down. This is the letter R. R for rabbit. R for rabbit. Let's write next letter S. S for sheep. Make a small curve on the top. Then a big curve at the bottom. This is the letter S. Super. Yes. S for sheep. Let's write the letter T. First, draw a sleeping line on the top. Next, a standing line from the middle. This is the letter T. Sleeping line and the standing line from the middle. Sleeping line and the standing line from the middle. This is the letter T. T for tiger. T for tiger. Let's write next letter U. U for umbrella. Make a big curve down. That means upward curve. Make a big curve down and up. This is the letter U. That means upward curve, like this upward curve. This is the letter U. U for umbrella. U for umbrella. Let's write next letter V. V for van. First, draw one slant line down. Next, another slant line up. One slant line down, another slant line up. One slant line down, another slant line up. This is the letter V. V for van. Very good. Next letter W. Let's write W. Slant down, slant up, slant down, slant line up, slanting line down, slanting 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 line up. This is the letter W. W for watch. Good job. X. Let's write X. Make one slant line. Then now cross it with another slant line. One slant line and cross with another slant line. This is the letter X. X for xylophone. X for xylophone. X for xylophone. X for xylophone. Next letter Y. Let's write Y. Draw small two slant lines. Draw two slant lines. Slant lines down, slant lines up. Slant lines down, slant lines up. Then draw a standing line down. This is the letter Y. Y for yellow. Y for yellow. Next letter and last letter is Z. Let's write Z. Make a sleeping line at the top. Now one slant line down. and a sleeping line at the bottom. This is the letter Z. Z for zebra. Z for zebra. One sleeping line, then slant line, another sleeping line. This is the letter Z. Excellent. Excellent. Very good job. Thank you.